Well, it turns out when you take 316 allies and put them in chains and parade them into an ICE detention center at a battery factory in Georgia, yeah, that's bad for your relationships with South Korea and every other country watching. Donald Trump's failed economic policy, failed foreign policy, and now his failed immigration policy have collided. And this time he's insulted one of America's closest allies, South Korea, the same country investing billions in American manufacturing and clean energy jobs. How exactly does Trump expect to collect billions of dollars of forced investment from US allies when he's literally throwing their citizens in chains? South Korean media called them prisoners of war. Think about that. Prisoners of war. These are technicians sent by Hyundai and LG Energy, the same companies investing millions into America, building the battery plants and clean energy factories that create American jobs. These 316 South Koreans weren't sneaking across the border. They were here legally on business visas to help build a factory that would employ thousands of Americans in Georgia. But thanks to Trump's chaos at every level of government, including the defending and hollowing out of immigration services, legitimate companies can't even process H-1B work visas anymore. So now allies are caught in the crossfire of Trump's broken system. Even the president of South Korea said it himself. Korean businesses that have entered the United States are likely in a state of serious bewilderment. He's right. They're confused, angry, humiliated. Their workers came to build, and they were paraded in shackles like criminals. South Korean news outlets are furious. Conservative papers called it a breach of trust. Progressive outlets called it backstabbing. And you know what? They're right on all counts. Meanwhile, under Trump's so-called pro-American jobs economy, manufacturing is down over 1 million jobs since last year's revisions. He's attacking the very people trying to help build that sector. And then he says, some can stay and train Americans. Train them to build a battery factory overnight? Really? Like, this is how much he knows about business. He's a trust fund baby after all. Only one South Korean out of the 316 agreed to stay. The rest said, get me out of here quick. And who could blame them? America is like the wild, wild west again. This isn't just an immigration failure. It's a collapse of American investability, because when allies start seeing their citizens dragged in chains on American soil, the message is clear. The US is no longer a stable partner. Investment money is already leaving the US, heading to Latin America, Africa, Europe, and here in UK. Now, add South Korea to that list. Why would they build more factories in the US after this humiliation? And remember, South Korea makes the computer chips that power NVIDIA and AMD's AI revolution. Those same chips Donald Trump says we need to dominate the future. So why is he picking fights with the country that literally goes the backbone of that future? Now, it's very clear we're watching the collapse of multiple Trump policies all at once. Failed tariffs, failed foreign relations, failed immigration, failed manufacturing strategy. And they all came together in this one horrifying moment. 316 South Korean workers chained and arrested at a battery plant in Georgia. This isn't leadership, it's economic self-destruction. America is paying the price. American people are paying the price. If you found this breakdown helpful, if you believe America deserves better leadership and smart economic policies and democracy, that subscribe button. Let's build a community that actually understands how these decisions ripple across the world and hit your wallet at home. So, what do you think? Did Trump just permanently damage US-Korea relations? And if allies start pulling their investments, what happens to America's so-called manufacturing comeback? Drop your thoughts in the comments. I'll read every one of them. Thanks for watching. And as always, stay informed, stay sharp, and I'll see you in the next one.